out here in Flint. And whatever ways we can do it, whether we calling everybody, whether we telling everybody, texting, we see each other out there in the community, we go to these functions and these community events, we talk about it, but you bring 4 or 5 people with you, that's the type of effort that it takes. It's no longer good when you just voting anymore. It just don't work like that. We don't got enough numbers. So we gotta make sure that we encourage, but we influence people to go ahead and make it happen. Y'all come on out that car. That's right. I'm about to start walking up and down the streets putting people out the car because that's what it takes to go ahead and get people in this door sometimes. You got the doors open. You don't have to go wait in line. You don't have to do any of that. You just come down here, go upstairs, go to the 3rd floor, and you make it happen. So the point and the purpose of what we're doing out here, can somebody tell me why we're doing this? Huh?
Vote, make change.
Right, we just lost a champion this past week. When you talk about John Lewis, that brother been out there since he was 17 years old, out there in the field, out there in the mud, walking with Martin Luther King, getting beat up. He'll tell you that, right? Young brothers. He'll tell you that. Dink. He'll tell you that. We doing this for John. When we say this is in honor of John, meaning that we voting, we doing what's necessary, we signing up for the census, but we making sure we doing this for John because I can't stress this enough. When there was a time when we couldn't make our vote, then we was upset and we was angry because we weren't a part of it.
That's right.
Now we have the option to do it, we take it for granted. We as people, as black people, I'm saying for us, we got to step up.
That's right.
Everybody. We got these young people watching us, so are we not leading a good example? If we can't get along with everybody, I'm a victim of that too. I don't like some people out here as well. But at the same time, though, I'm still out here willing to work. I'm still willing to come. I'm willing to show up at the table. If we got issues or problems with each other, I'm willing to sit down and say what it's going to take to make it work.
Yes, that's right.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about me and my own personal issues. It's about the family. It's about the group. It's about this community that we represent.
Yes.
That means so much more. So everybody should be putting these issues to the side. I'm going to work on mine, for sure. But, you know, at the same time, we all got to do this piece. So when I'm talking about John, you know, I appreciate that brother for giving his life. He dedicated a whole life of service for this community, for his people, for the culture. And we need more brothers and sisters stepping up because those are big shoes to fill. That's a huge role, but we can take it together. And that's the type of level that we want to be on. And I just want to make sure that we emphasize on understanding that we all we got. Listen, when I went to Africa in 2017 in Egypt, you know, it was an Arabic man that came and told me while I was standing in the temples of King Ramesses. He said, man, when the black man wake up, the game is over. When everybody else around the world know who we are, we struggle to realize who we is. And that's not what it is. We are royal. We are the originals. Everything comes from us. Our contribution to civilization means so much. This world wouldn't run if we don't be in it. Whether we spend $1 trillion a year being consumers or whether we transfer them dollars to go ahead and be owners, that's the type of level we got to get back on. And we got to make sure that we put our right leadership structure in place. This current leadership that's going on right now, that is terrible. And everybody should be upset. Everybody should be frustrated to the point where you do something about it. You can't get nothing done without frustration. Frustration leads to action. And if you're tired of accepting what you've been getting, then you'll change the circumstances.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm serious. This is not the way we're supposed to be moving.
That's right.
This is not going to get us nowhere. And us being divided and us having this sorry.
Say it.
I'm trying to be politically correct too.
Yes,
But us having these people that's not in place, that's really not looking like us. They may look like us, but they not our kind. You got a lot of those faking and shaking folks that's in their office right now. Somebody in there standing right now, probably looking out the window like, man, wow, this look amazing, but how can I stop this? You got people out here really doing that. Campaigning in his office for your wife and knowing good well that you ain't supposed to be doing that type of stuff. Man, we don't need that type of nonsense down here. And everybody should be calling that stuff out. I don't care who you is. I'm just saying. That's what it's gonna take. You wanna hide in the building, all this old silly stuff. For real, man. You better be a grown man and come out here and understand what's going on. Try to be a part of the process.
Yes.
Not trying to shut it down, move everybody out here on the street.
Come on. Come on, Drew. You telling me. All right.
My apologies, right? But you know, honestly though, if we don't start speaking on this stuff, we won't have nowhere to go to. We won't have this city to call home. We're gonna have these situations continue to keep embroiling and nothing go get done. And I'm telling you, like, we gotta do this for the next generation. You see these kids out here, you see these children out here, they going out there, they seeing their mother vote, they seeing this process, they seeing people that look like them. Some of us in position, some of us is working it from the sideline. But all in all, please take something from this. Make sure we do our duties and make sure we vote, make sure we encourage everybody to come out. We talking about stop the violence, that's another thing. With Black Lives Matter, our whole thing is fighting systemic and structural racism at the highest level. So when we out there fighting with them white boys out there in the racist towns, we get into it and we let them know that we standing for our people. And we put it all out there on the line because we represent y'all. But then we got these family issues that we got to deal with each other.
Come on. Yes.
That ain't for the Facebook. That ain't for the social media. That ain't for that. I understand that too. That's for us to sit down in the back rooms and say, listen, we got to do better. I don't know how we going to do better, but some form of a way we got to make it right. And we don't got to like each other all the time, but we got to respect one another.
Absolutely. Yes. Amen.
That's the only way. That's the understanding part. Because you understand that it means it's something more than just what I'm representing out here. I represent y'all. So when I'm out here moving around and I'm talking, you're in different states, you're in different cities, you're in Haiti, you're in Africa, you're in Mexico, you're in Puerto Rico, I'm always talking about what we trying to do here in this city of Flint. Because that means much more to me than anything. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get off my soapbox for a minute. You know, I hope, you know, it made sense to, you know, everybody. And we can go ahead and do something with this process, keep this energy flowing. Yes, ma'am. That's what happened when we don't have these structures in place for our young people.
Yes.
You leave them out to dry. Just like this administration knew that was gonna happen, but they left them out there. You knew that was gonna be some mess. I told them it was gonna be some mess. And them my brothers. But I could have figured like, man, I don't know, it might be a little different. I ain't showing up, but you know what? I'm gonna be praying for you. The thing is this. We gotta stop, you know, when I talk about black on black, they talk about black on black crime. That's not a thing, right? Crime happens everywhere in different communities, wherever you closest by. It's white on white crime too. It's Mexican on Mexican crime too. It's Asian on Asian crime too as well. So we ain't gotta call it black on black crime. But what we can do is say, like, we gotta find ways to value each other, and we can go ahead and find ways to de-escalate any issues and work things through.
Yes.
Look at me and Woodson. Me and Woodson was about to fight all up in the chamber a couple years ago, about a year ago, right? But the thing is, man, we sat down and had a real conversation and said, man, you know what, bro? Obviously, we want the same stuff. I see you be fighting, I see you be fighting, right? And I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
The thing is, now you say, all right, well, let's find common ground where we can go ahead and work. And I encourage everybody to do that. Otherwise, we just gonna be fighting out here and acting a whole nut.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God is a good God. Yes, He is. God is a good God. Yes, He is. All right. He's 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 come to do.
I don't know what you come to do.
I don't know what you come to do.
I didn't come to look at you.
Hi, this is Judge Herman Marable from Flint District Court, and I'm running for the 7th Circuit Genesee County Court. If you live in the city of Flint, as we're taping this, it's Saturday, it's too late to mail in your absentee ballots. You have to either bring them down here to the Flint City Hall, you can drop them in this box if it's after hours. Be sure to sign your ballot on the back, the envelope, if you want your vote to count. And there are also 4 other locations in the city where you can drop off an absentee ballot if you cannot come all the way to downtown. So let me give you those 4 locations. The first location is at Burston Fieldhouse, 3300 North Saginaw Street in Flint. The second location is the Word of Life Church at 460 West Atherton Road in Flint. The third location is Mintz Manor in the lobby, and Mintz Manor is at the corner of Center Road and Richfield Road on the east side of town. And then the other location on the west side is the United Methodist Church, and it's at 2920 West Court Street in Flint. So it's very important, if you are voting by absentee ballot, that you bring your ballot. It's too late to put them in the mail, to make sure they get here by Tuesday. And I'd appreciate your support. You have to turn to the nonpartisan section of the ballot. For some of you, that will be on the back of the ballot. So we'll see you after the primary.
So we need to make it make sense. That's what we need to be marching about. What's going on in Flint. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Come on, clap.
Hello, everyone. This is Attorney Tabitha Marsh. It's my pleasure to greet you this morning from the Flint City Hall. This is where a lot of things happen for this community, so we wanted to be a part of what was going on down here so that we can encourage people to vote. We can encourage people to get involved in this democratic process. People have given their lives so that we will have the rights and the freedoms that we do today. So I encourage and implore everyone on August 4th, make sure that your voice is heard, because your vote is your voice. Also on November 3rd for the general election, that is another critical election. We want to make sure that we come out in record numbers to make sure that people hear our voice, hear what we have to say. We tell our politicians what we think about them by whether or not we cast our vote for them. So let's do our part, be informed, be engaged, and let's get out and vote in record numbers in 2020. Thank you so much.
This is Glen Cotton. I'm here at City Hall on August 1st. We're out here with the Black Lives Matter rally and the nonviolence rally. I'm running for a 67th District Court judge. Hopefully I'll get your support, qualified, dedicated, and fair. It's a beautiful day. Come out and make sure you vote. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alice Young, and I am the oldest daughter of Trishelle Young. Right here, we are out here at Genesee County City Council supporting everybody. We have dancers, we have food, we're having just a good time. Come out and support my mother. Anything?
Hello, my name is Mariana Young. I am the youngest daughter of Trishelle Young, and I just want to say that Trishelle Young, she is the only one I feel like that has actually stepped into the community and supported the children, the people, everybody. And I just need all the youth to vote. We need teenagers, everybody who can vote, vote, please. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Jamie. We're down here at City Hall. We just want to come down here and encourage everybody to vote. We're here representing Cynthia Neely and also Trishelle Young, and everybody just needs to come down and vote. We're here to make a change, and it has to happen. Genesee County needs it, Flint needs it, and we need to do it. Come out and vote.
Definitely. My name is Maurice Moore. I represent Empower Motivation. I'm asking everybody to come down here and vote. And if you haven't voted yet, it's not too late. You can come down here all the way to 5 o'clock today. We are representing Cynthia Neely and Trishelle Young for Genesee County Prosecutor, and Cynthia Neely for 34th District Representative. And we asking everybody to come down here and make a difference and make your vote count.
Yeah, this is Councilman Mays. I'm out here at City Hall. This is Saturday, the Saturday before the election. You got people gathering, congregating. I'm seeing people coming in, dropping off their absentee ballots. That's why I'm here. I want people to come and vote. You can go inside up to 5 o'clock and vote. City Hall will be open Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then Tuesday is election day. I'm watching this absentee ballot voting. About 11,000, 12,000 will be sent out. Last count, it was a little over 6,500 or so back in. We need to get that back in number up to around 9,000. So I'm talking to 3,000 people who got ballots on their dresser, on their coffee table. I know some of them gonna turn them in, but I don't want to see 600, 800, 1,000. I want to see 3,000 back in. Now, hear me close. If you ordered an absentee ballot and you don't get it in before 8 o'clock Tuesday, then what you can do, you can go to your precinct and you can request that that ballot that had been issued, lost, spoiled, or stolen, you can get another ballot issued and you can vote right there on election day. So if you had an absentee ballot and you don't know where it's at, or you choose to go to the poll, you can go to the poll without your ballot, don't have it, sign a piece of paperwork, they'll give you a new ballot, and you can still vote on election day. That's very important to know. It's also important to know that if you have an absentee ballot at home this late and you can't bring it down and nobody in your home will drop it off, you can call this number. Call 810, that's the area code, but remember this number, 766-7414. Dial 766-7414, and that's the clerk's office, and ask them to have somebody come pick it up. The law provides that the clerk can pick it up from your house this late in the game. So if you can't drop it off, if nobody who lives with you in your household or family member can drop it off, call 766-7414. We don't care if it's 1,000 calls. We'll figure out how to pick it up before the polls close. 766-7414. The law allows the pickup, and we're providing for that. So I'm Councilman Mays, and I'm watching the vote in the city of Flint. I want to see people vote. Right now we have good numbers, but they'll fall apart if we don't get those last 5,000 or 6,000 absentees in. Get out and vote. Tuesday's election day. Come on down. I'm sitting right here. I'm on Saginaw Street in front of City Hall. And, you know, I'm a supporter of certain candidates. I'll be voting Tim Johnson for sheriff. No offense to nobody. I'll be voting Tim Johnson. I worked with him. as the chief of police, and I like being able to call on the cell phone and take care of problems with a good leader in the law enforcement community. I'll also be voting Claudia Perkins for state rep. I'll be voting Claudia Perkins for state rep. I will not be voting John Gleason because I don't like some of the illegal interference that him and this current mayor did in the election. So I'll be voting for Miss Watson for county clerk. Sometimes you have to hold people accountable by not voting for them and voting for other people at the polls. So it's election time. Anybody want to talk to me about it, my cell number is 810-922-4860. Councilman Mays, 922-4860. God bless you.
Hi, I'm Dolores Jackson. I am the instructor for the Smooth Steppers. We are a senior line dance class, which we are located out of the Burston Field House in Flint, Michigan.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Patrick Keys, and I dance with the line dancers. We dance at Burston's outside, in the back, social distance, and mask on every Wednesday.
Sheila McChester. I dance with the Steady Steppers too. Thank you.
Deborah Funches. I also dance with the Smooth Steppers, and come and join us at any time.
Felicia Ford. I'm also a Smooth Stepper. Come and join us.
I'm Rose Stradwick, and I'm a Smooth Stepper from Flint, Michigan.
Hello, Tanya Williams, one of the Smooth Steppers from Burston, downtown Flint, Michigan. Come and join us. Oh, Ted.
Everybody, Sheila.
Hi, my name is Sheila Magruder, and I'm a steady stepper for a couple of years here, and I love it. You got to come down and join us on Wednesday at 7 at Burston Field House.
My name is Sandra Holland August. I am a steady stepper. I'm 67 years old and like what I'm doing.
67, girl, shut up.
We want to let the community know that Black Lives Matter, and there are still some safe things that we are able to do.
All right, how you doing? To the city of Flint and who's ever listening, we'd like to give a shout out to Brian Nolan at Burston Field House. The Smooth Steppers are affiliated with Burston Field House, dealing with a lot of the community. The older people can come, that's what it's about. It's a senior line dancing. The young people are invited as well. But we wanted to make sure we let everybody know that the Smooth Steppers are affiliated with Burston Field House, thanks to Brian Nolan, BB. We really appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Their mind took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad somebody took the time and prayed for me. My mother prayed for me. She had me on her mind. Took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad somebody took the time and prayed for me. I had a daddy that was a preacher, and he prayed for me. My daddy prayed for me, had me on his mind, took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad somebody took the time and prayed for me. I prayed for Flint. Somebody prayed for Flint, had Flint on his mind, took the time and prayed for Flint. I'm so glad somebody took the time and prayed for Flint. Now let's pray this coronavirus out of here. It's a deadly thing. I can name people all across the city who I know who have died. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Remind me of a science fiction movie. Here we walking around with masks on. We had a water crisis, and now corona virus number 19. So y'all stay safe. Stay away from me and others, 6 feet that is, and then vote. Do what you have to do to vote. And continue to believe in God. And I'm going to leave you with Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, the 5th verse. Trust in God with all thine heart. Lean not to thy own understanding. Acknowledge him in all thy ways, in voting, in politics, in clubs, wherever you go. Acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he will direct thy path. God bless the city of Flint. God bless the voters. Do your census. Amen.
Hi, I'm Claudia Perkins Milton. I'm running for the 34th District State Representative seat. The election is August the 4th, which is this coming Tuesday. I would ask all of the Flint residents to please support me in this effort, as I have been a lifelong resident of the city of Flint, and I love Flint. I really love Flint. It's at the heart of me. We've got many crucial issues going on right now, and they need addressing, but they need addressing by someone who is experienced and qualified. I fit both of those bills. So please, we have water issues, we have the pandemic, we have the emergency manager law issues, we have housing issues, we have so many issues, but I want to be at the forefront of making a positive change. So please remember, your vote is your voice. So on August the 4th, 2020, please consider to elect Claudia Perkins Milton as your new state representative. Thank you, and God bless you.
Right here in front of the mayor's office. So it's important that you come down, take part, make a vital decision.
I am a Democrat, and I'm ready to work for you, each and every one of you here in Genesee County. Thank you so much for your support.
I'm voting for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And all I want to say is that we have enough candidates out here to vote for, to bring change to our community, to make a difference. But if you don't vote, you don't have no voice. You can say all you want to, and Eric talked about being deputized to be an assistant because I care. It wasn't that I didn't have nothing to do, but because I care about the vote getting out, I know that I am trusted in our community. I am a trustworthy member of this community. And so I signed up to be a deputy assistant so I could pick up the votes, pick up your ballot, and bring it back to the clerk. I've been deputized by the clerk of the city of Flint to do the work. I don't only talk about it, I am about it. And I invite you, I encourage you to be a part of the change in this community. We all are important, and we need everybody's vote to make a difference. Thank you.
You know this song, y'all sing it with me. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives.
Elsie Young, and I am running to be your next Genesee County prosecutor. I am running because 2020 is the year of perfect vision. And that means that we should all see that now is the time for change. We need to change the direction for the future of our children. We need community prosecution. We need restorative justice. We need juvenile justice, and we need mentorships. We need to be the change that we want them to see. So we have to save our youth and stop throwing them away. We have to stop allowing them to be incarcerated in a Genesee County jail without having their day in court. We need to stop seeing them be overcharged. It's time for change, and the change is up to us. So I am asking everybody to exercise your fundamental and constitutional right to vote, and vote for change. The past 15 years of David Layton have failed you, and that shows you that the future cannot afford to leave him in that position. We have to be the change, so we have to vote. All you millennials, 18 years old and up, you need to vote. It's for you. We're fighting for you. So you don't have to fight the fight we're fighting now. So you don't have to deal with the racial discrimination and the bias and the prejudice. This fight is for you, so get involved, exercise your right to vote, and let's change Genesee County on August 4, 2020.
Making their way over here to us in order to